We got the 30-minute chart of Bitcoin in front of us, and Bitcoin has been traveling in somewhat for the past almost from the beginning of the day in this descending range. This is on the 30 minutes, and we had one touch on top, two touches down, one on top, three touches down, went and had two touches up plus one down. It's been relatively respecting it, and the way you would trade it is up to you, but usually people buy at the bottom of the range and sell at the top of the range. But nevertheless, you trade the range until it breaks. Your last trade will be a losing one, obviously, if you're trading long or short. Eventually, Bitcoin is going to break out of the range, and I'm expecting a breakout of this range pretty soon, maybe tonight when Asian markets open. Another thing to note is we have the daily resistance at 21,600, which Bitcoin respected, and the weekly resistance, which was resistance. As you can see down here, it was resistance, and now it's turned support. Will we break under and turn it back into resistance? The daily resistance and the weekly resistance were forming a range of their own. You can see Bitcoin trading inside it nicely. One touch, almost a touch over here, broke under over here, wicked above over here, touched below, and we didn't go back up. We might go back up, but just be aware that Asian markets opening tonight. You just check out when do they open according to your time, especially Tokyo and Hong Kong, not Sydney. Sydney's the markets are a bit dead, the volume is less, but when Tokyo and Hong Kong open, then you'll see a trend possibly forming, either continuation to the upside or a retrace back to the downside or a fake out, but there'll be some more volatility and a reaction to what has happened during the weekend. The weekend is very hard to trade. I tell you, don't trade the weekend unless you're proficient, because the price can be manipulated very easily because the volume is much less. So any big whales can move the price much easily. So that's for this chart. On the other chart, I have these Fibonacci channels I've shown you. I was telling you that Bitcoin respects them. Over here, we broke below, we tested it as resistance. It was support over here, and then it became resistance. We started going lower and we came up. It seemed like it's going to be resistance again, support, resistance, and we broke above it. Once we break above a level of resistance, it becomes support, and once we break below support, it becomes resistance, whether it's a Fibonacci channel or a trend line or an ascending channel, whatever it is. So the Fib channels don't always have to be respected, but when we find one that's respected, then it's more likely that we're gonna respect it for a bit until we break out of it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and put your comments down and share my videos. More trades. I'm out.